Charity Nelms, a contestant on Survivor 48, recently opened up about the complex dynamics surrounding the attempt to vote out fellow player Eva Erickson. According to Charity, many contestants hesitated to target Eva, fearing that doing so would make them look bad in the eyes of the audience and their fellow players. This hesitation stemmed largely from Eva's openness about her autism, which led to an emotional moment that deeply resonated with the tribe. Charity explained that while Eva's story was undeniably moving, the game of Survivor requires players to make strategic decisions based on alliances and perceived threats, rather than personal narratives. However, she noticed that some players were reluctant to write Eva's name down, as they worried it would be seen as an attack on her personally rather than a strategic move. This internal conflict among the tribe demonstrated a growing concern in Survivor about how personal stories influence gameplay and public perception. Throughout the show's history, Survivor has been a game of strategy, social maneuvering, and deception. However, in recent years, the way players approach these elements has evolved. Contestants are now more conscious of how their actions will be perceived not only by the jury but also by fans watching at home. In Eva's case, some players feared that voting her out after she shared her struggles with autism would be interpreted as a lack of empathy rather than a calculated strategic decision. Charity's comments highlight a key tension in Survivor: the balance between playing the game ruthlessly and maintaining personal integrity. While the ultimate goal is to outwit, outplay, and outlast, modern contestants must also consider how their actions will be judged beyond the island. Some players saw Eva's position as an advantage, one that made her difficult to vote out because of the potential backlash. Others viewed it as an obstacle, making it harder for the game to be played purely on merit and strategy. For Charity, this situation underscored the growing impact of personal narratives on Survivor's evolving strategy. The game has always been about building trust and forming alliances, but in today's era, players must also navigate social issues and public perception like never before. While Eva ultimately remained in the game at that moment, the discussion surrounding her vote is a reflection of Survivor's shifting landscape, one where emotional connections and ethical dilemmas are just as crucial as traditional strategic gameplay. As Survivor 48 continues, it will be interesting to see whether this theme persists and how future votes are influenced by personal stories versus pure strategy. Contestants may need to find new ways to manage these dynamics while ensuring their own survival in the game.